Everybody, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Then I get to America. What can you break my heart? You make something good. Then I break it. Don't be is VR carpet does back and the oi bonne hamikashi Every morning when we come to Cheder, even before we begin learning Torah, we say Birchas HaTorah. We thank Hashem for the wonderful gift of Torah, which teaches us how to live a heilige life and be zeicher to the great schar of Chaye Ha'olam Haba. Next, we say the tefillah of the Ha'arevno. We say, Ribono Shel Olam, please help us to taste the sweetness of Torah, so that we and our children and grandchildren should know your Torah and learn your Torah Lishma. Kinderlach, I want to ask you a question. Do any of you boys have your own Kinderlach yet? Why do you ask Hashem that your Kinderlach and Einaklach should learn Torah when you don't have your own children and Einaklach yet? When you shake a lulav, do you ask Hashem that your children and grandchildren should also shake a lulav? The answer to this question is that there's something very different about the mitzvah of learning Torah. We say in davening, Torah tziva lanu Moshe, Meirasha kihilas Yaakov. Torah is not like an inheritance of money which a child will yarshin from his parents and he can do with it whatever he wants. Torah is a heritage. It belongs to the family and it has to stay in the family. We have to learn Torah in order to teach it to the next generation, our children and their children. If someone learns Torah for himself but doesn't care to teach it to his kinderlach and einaklach, he is not yetzer this mitzvah. The Eibishter says in the Torah, do you know why I loved Avraham Avinu? Because I know that he will teach the Torah to his kinderlach and household after him. This kinderlach is the answer to our question. It is for this reason that even kinderlach ask Hashem that their children and grandchildren should also learn Torah. We are saying, Ribono Shel Olam, I understand the responsibility of safeguarding this heritage. Help me to understand Torah so that when the time comes, I can give it over to my children and to my einaklach. Learning Torah and teaching Torah are not two separate mitzvahs. They are both part of one and the same mitzvah. Today, we have in this room many Balei Simcha. We have the Talmidim who came to Cheder at the beginning of the year, knowing the Aleph Beis, but not yet knowing how to read. Over the year, they put in tremendous kaiches, learning the Nekudes and Klalei HaKriya, chazering them again and again, and finally mastering them. Today, they stand ready to receive their first Chumash and begin learning Torah Shaviksav from the words of the Chumash. What a tremendous simcha. At the same time, there are other Bali Simcha as well. The parents, Tatas and Mamas, are here to celebrate the accomplishment of their children. But they also have a personal Simcha as well. Because when they learned the Torah, it wasn't only for themselves. The Torah says, Vishinantam levanecha, and you should teach the Torah to your children. Today, the parents stand proud and watch the fulfillment of their own mitzvah of teaching Torah to their children. And we are also privileged to have with us today many grandparents, Zaydas and Babas, who watch with satisfaction the fulfillment of their mitzvah of the V'hidatam levanecha v'lebnei vanecha, and you should teach them to your children and the children of your children. And so, on behalf of Yeshiva Teres Aaron, the Menalim, Rabbeim, and staff, I would like to wish a Herzog Mazel Tov to all the Bali Simcha, and may the Rebbeinu Shalom give us a Yata Deshmaya, that we should all be zeicha to see the fulfillment of V'nihya Anachnu V'tzetzaenu, Tzetzai Tzetzaenu, Kulanu Yedei Shemecha, V'lendei Serasecha Lishma. If someone will ask, how can I make sure that the Torah that I learn will be a Torah that I will be able to give over to my children and grandchildren? The answer lies in the very same tefillah. If the Torah that we learn is sweet and delicious, and we learn it with geschmack, then we will be able to pass it on to the next generation. For this, we all owe a tremendous debt of gratitude to this class's Rebbe, Rabbi Feinstein. But everyone knows that besides for teaching Torah, Rabbi Feinstein is a master of sharing the masikas and geschmack that are so evident when we just look at the shining faces of our kinderlach. We must also take a moment to recognize the tireless effort of our esteemed Menahel, Rabbi Ravitsky. For the day-to-day operations, Rabbi Ravitsky is a role model of energy and excitement, care and concern, that every single Yingle should taste the sweetness and experience the success of learning Torah. Rabbi Ravitsky, we, the Rabbeim, Menalim, and parents, feel fortunate to have you at the helm. Ve'al kulam, our greatest hakaras hatov goes to my dear Shver, Rabbi Kanarik Shlita. Rabbi Kanarik is a Melamed Torah par excellence. In addition to learning and teaching two Dafei Shiurim every day, it is well known that Rabbi Kanarik shoulders the achrayus of teaching Torah to thousands of Bnei and Bnei Yisrael throughout Lakewood every single day. But what might be less known is that at every opportunity that Rabbi Kanarik has to speak to his Rabbeim and Menalim, he reminds us that our job is not only to teach Torah, but to give over the Zizkeit and the Pasuk Chumash and the Tainug, the pure pleasure of living the life of Torah and mitzvahs. It is from Rabbi Kanarik that we receive our marching orders, and it is to him that we owe the credit of our Hatzlacha. This being said, what can be a greater zechus for us than to have Rabbi Kanarik be the one to present our Torah Groisa Bacharim with their very first Chumash. Rabbi Kanarik.
I must be Moisef, nicht the Joshua, nicht Emerson. You see on the stage over here, it's better than a million Joshuas. Like they say, a picture, better than a million words. Get the entire class on the stage, the entire heavenly kinder, the face is shining from Simcha, getting the Chumash. Aber ich was Moisef zu sein. The Chiva Kors Atoy, Chachmendoch, Shikoyach, those who really are Shikoyach, it's making this happen. Reishis, Shvach V'Tos, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Portion for the Nisan Bluyim, from the very beginning of our Moisid to this very day, the Moisid grew, Balik Esrak Shmaya, Shikoyach. I see amongst the audience the lump of Zaydis, That's my cousin. The Chaver of mine from Yeshivas. He come out the same color beard that I have. So we presumed that to give Yudah Shekoyach, the children of Holocaust survivors. Our parents came to America. America's come out at ground zero. Yiddishkeit. Nissen Blui, what we're holding today was Bezetheit. It's Norev Oyim. To thank the Rabbeim, the Menalim, the Abel said before, here making the Torah Zis, that the sword, the Klayoka asks, and Shavuos doesn't say anything about Matan Torah. Yom Tov Shavuos, it says in the Torah in Parshas Emor, doesn't say anything about Matan Torah. All it says is that the Mochas HaShvi is Tispo Chamishim Yoim, Yikraften Mincha Chadosh L'Hashem. Mincha Chadosh, Zot B'Klayoka, represents Torah. Torah has to be every day renewed chachas. So dying, every parent, every Zayd, to come watch if Shia finds in his class. I'm amazed, every time I walk in, a naya chiddush, a naya geshmak, new idea. The Elam should know, we have previous chumash sudas, every year it's different. Shia, it was nice chachas, a naya new outcome. It's a mincha chadosh all the time. Shikoyach of Shia. Shikoyach to the Manailim. Last but not least, the shikar to the parents, the tatas and the mamas, they came in today, and with us all the year. Last, the shikar to the Zaydis, the Babis, they came in today. The Litvish, the Bobbies, they came in today. I want to say it's not the first Chumash we've had in the entire Saran Baruch Hashem. We had a number of them, like about 10 years worth of them. I want to just be made to you, Zaydis. You know, it's not so easy to come here, to make your way here. It was the visit, the kids never forget it. You ask a 5th grader, 6th grader, and ask them to remember the Zayd that came to the first party to remember it, it's the Rein in the Beine. It happens to be Ashgoch, I think yesterday's Haftorah, Parshas Nosoi, it's the Haftorah of Shimshon. It's the word that goes to Shimon Schwab. Noach asked the Malach, what am I supposed to do? What do I do exactly? How do I bring up this child? So I told Shimon, what he's supposed to do? Pick Nama Chumash and learn Pasha Naziris. What's the Shaila? Everyone knows. Noach, Machloik is Namahoretz, Tavat Chochem. Even if it's Namahoretz, he doesn't open up what's a Chumash. Let him learn the Pasha Naziris. So he says, the Shaila, how am I mechanech my child to be a Nazir? So the Malach answered him, you yourself should watch. You, the father, should keep. You should not eat. You should not drink. Everything I told your wife, you should keep. And with the tatas, the Zaydis, that's the chinuch. The Ike chinuch is not us. The Ike chinuch is the Zaydis. The Bab is coming and learning and seeing. And my Edom said before, that's the Ike Atzlocha. The angel take a help from Zoycha Zayin. Ken Yem Mashiach said, Ken Yem Bikor Mamish. This is the door. All the Shivas says that we have the Achrayas and behind the doors because Makal Pnei Mashiach. That's our Achrayas over here. We have the schus now to give the Chumash to the entire Kindle. Are the Kindle ready to get the Chumash? Kindle, are you ready? Okay, good. Here we go. Yaakov Stefanski. Go for the sack.
Adam.
Yehuda Steinberg.
Adam.
Yeshua Frankel.
Adam.
Shalom and Yom Goldman. Yaakov Ruben Ort.
Adam.
Yosef and Yom Levot.
Adam.
David Shlomo Barker.
Adam.
David Hach.
Adam.
Udalay Talbot.
Adam.
Joe Goldberg.
Adam.
Yitzchak Silver.
Adam.
David Rubin.
Adam.
Yisrael Sorotzky.
Adam.
David Braun.
Adam.
Arya Leigh Birnbaum.
Adam.
Yitzchak Davis.
Adam.
Shmuel Metzger.
Adam.
Nachum Manistern.
Adam.
Yamin Zev Friedman.
Adam.
David Heinemann.
Adam.
Noah Goldberman.
Adam.
Yosef Siegelman.
Adam.
Romy Friedman.
Adam.
Zvi Yehuda Isaac.
Adam.
Ephraim Weiss.
Adam. Adam.